They shared illegally obtained text messages. They shared those together. They concocted a complaint that they filed with the Civil Rights Division. They omitted texts that would have provided context, texts that were in the exact same string that would have provided context of what was really going on.
Blake Lively's legal team just suffered a major blow. Her own lawyer has abruptly resigned. And the reason? Absolutely shocking. If you thought the drama between Blake and her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni had reached its peak, think again. What started as whispers of on-set tension have erupted into a full-scale legal war, dragging in Hollywood heavyweights, behind-the-scenes power struggles, and explosive accusations that could change the industry's perception of both stars. But here's where things get even more wild. Blake's lawyer didn't just leave quietly. Insiders are hinting that the sudden departure may be linked to damaging evidence that could flip this entire narrative on its head. Could it be that Justin Baldoni was telling the truth all along? What was happening behind closed doors that led to this unexpected legal shakeup? And most importantly, how will this impact Blake's career, her image, and her future in Hollywood?
I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal. I wasn't in the best place. I told them that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal. I had an intense year, a lot of material success, and a lot of emotional stress. It was very hard on me and my family.
Let's dive deep into this scandal because the story is unraveling in ways no one saw coming. For those who haven't been following the chaos, let's rewind. It Ends With Us was supposed to be a dream project. Based on Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, the film was set to be a massive success, bringing together an A-list cast and an army of dedicated fans. But from the moment the casting was announced, the project was plagued with controversy. Fans had mixed reactions to Blake Lively playing the lead role, some arguing she wasn't the right fit for the character, while others were excited to see her return to a major movie role. However, the biggest issue wasn't just about casting, it was about what was happening behind the scenes. Rumors started swirling that Blake and Justin weren't seeing eye to eye. At first, it seemed like simple creative differences, but soon, whispers of something much more serious started to emerge. Sources close to the production claimed that Blake wanted more control over the adaptation, allegedly pushing for creative changes that Justin Baldoni, who not only starred in but also directed the film, wasn't on board with. The tension escalated, to the point where interactions between the two reportedly became strained. And according to insiders, Blake was not happy with the way the production was being handled. The situation started to turn into a power struggle, with some suggesting that Blake was leveraging her influence to take control of the project. But Justin, known for his hands-on approach as a director, wasn't willing to back down. Then, things took an even darker turn. Allegations began to surface that Justin Baldoni was being painted in a negative light. Stories were spreading about him being difficult to work with, and certain media narratives started emerging that positioned him as the problem on set. But here's where it gets interesting. Justin didn't just sit back and let his reputation take the hit. Instead, he fought back. And now, he's doing so in the most dramatic way possible, with a lawsuit that's shaking Hollywood to its core. According to legal filings, Justin Baldoni has taken action against Blake Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and others he claims were involved in an orchestrated effort to damage his career. His claim? That Blake and her team deliberately spread misleading information to paint him in a negative light, possibly to gain more control over the project.
And I wear a lot of hats, and I carry a lot. Because I love what I do. I love the company I built, the brand that we've built. I love the people that work for us. I love the movies that we make. I love the impact that we have. And yet, sometimes it's easy to, as you said earlier, fall back into our programming and be swept away in the current of self. And
here's the kicker. His legal team insists they have undeniable proof. That's right. This isn't just speculation or hearsay. Baldoni's side is saying they have actual documents, communications, and behind-the-scenes footage that will back up their claims. And if this evidence is as strong as they suggest, it could be a game changer. But just when it seemed like Justin was gaining the upper hand, Blake Lively fired back with a lawsuit of her own. She wasn't going to let these accusations stand without a fight. Reports suggest that she initially hoped to handle this situation strategically through the media, using public sympathy to her advantage. However, things didn't exactly go as planned. Instead of unquestioning support, the public reaction has been far more divided than she may have anticipated. Some of her longtime fans are standing by her side, but others are starting to ask questions, especially after the latest bombshell development. Because the moment that set the internet ablaze, the abrupt resignation of Blake Lively's own lawyer. Now let's talk about why this is so significant. High-profile attorneys don't just walk away from cases like this unless something serious is happening behind the scenes. A resignation at this stage of a lawsuit could signal internal conflicts, concerns about the evidence, or even a loss of confidence in the case. So what happened? Did Blake's lawyer uncover information that made them uncomfortable? Was there a disagreement about how to handle the case? Or did they simply see where things were heading and decide to step away before things got worse? Whatever the reason, one thing is clear. This isn't a good look for Blake's side. And the timing? Absolutely terrible. And here's where things get even messier. Industry insiders, including those who have worked with Blake in the past, are now speaking up. While Blake has long been seen as a charming and down-to-earth Hollywood darling, some are starting to share a different side of the story. A former crew member recently revealed that working with her wasn't exactly the dream experience people imagine. According to them, strict rules were put in place on set. No casual conversations, no personal interactions, and absolutely no autographs. While it's not uncommon for A-list actors to have professional boundaries, the way some describe it makes it sound less like professionalism and more like calculated control. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. If Baldoni's lawsuit moves forward and his evidence holds weight, this could be one of the biggest scandals to hit Hollywood in years. The entertainment industry has seen its fair share of behind-the-scenes disputes, but rarely do they escalate to this level, with two major stars battling it out in court over alleged manipulation and damage to careers. And if the public perception shifts, this could have lasting consequences for both of them. At this point, there are still so many unanswered questions. What exactly does Justin Baldoni's team have as proof? Will Blake Lively's legal team try to regroup and push forward, or is this just the beginning of a larger unraveling? And most importantly, who is really telling the truth? The next few weeks could determine everything. One thing is for sure, this story is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started, so now we turn it over to you. What do you think? Is Justin Baldoni justified in taking legal action, or is there more to this story that we haven't seen yet? Do you think Blake Lively's lawyer's resignation means trouble for her case, or is it just a minor legal shakeup? Let's discuss it all in the comments below.